Hey there, it's Jason here from4XPipSnager and Forex UTurn, and today is April the 2nd, 2012. Basically, here's PipSnager on a 5-minute chart. We started at 10 o'clock right here, okay, which is 3 o'clock in the morning. All that you could have done after 3 o'clock here is buy dips. If you bought some, but you couldn't buy dip. Well, the only dip you could really buy was right here, because the filter was not blue on over here, it was black. So if you got in here, you definitely had a chance to scalp a few pips, okay? And then we changed trend here. Came the other way. Excuse me, I was just yawning here. Holy jeez Louise, why am I yawning? Okay, so anyway, we had no trade here. The filter was still black. Here it turned red. So you would have got short right here. Okay, we broke through this support by a few pips, but okay. So you would have got short here. Your stop would have been there, about 20 pips. To the bottom, it gave you 65 pips. Maximum potential profit. Not meaning that you would have made that much, but that's the maximum you could have made. Okay, now we'll take a look at the 1-minute scalper. We'll go back in time. Okay, so here is 2 o'clock right here. Boom, it turned blue. We broke through resistance. You would have got long right there. There's 6 pips. It would have came back down a couple pips, and you definitely would have got your 10 pips, okay, in that time period. Okay, so that's one winning trade. Here's another one right here, unless there's not enough pips. No, there's only 6 pips. There's no trade there. Here it was bouncing off of this resistance, so there's no trade there. Finally it broke through here. This is where you would have got long, but we're not looking at a 5-minute chart. As you know, we're always looking on the scalper to get it on the first part where you see the correct gap formation. So there was no trade there. And then our window of opportunity ended here. So you had one winning trade, which was right there, for 14 pips. Okay, good stuff. Let's move on to the pound now. The pound was a too far too fast deal here. So if you did buy a bit of a dip here and here, you made a few pips. There's a couple more opportunities to buy dips right here and here. Okay, and by the time the filter turned in our favor with the change of the trend, it was too late. The damn thing was over. So I wouldn't have sold it there. Even though, you know, we had, this is one thing you got to look at. You got to look at waves, okay? Here was one wave, second wave, third wave, okay? Here was a fourth wave, and here was a fifth wave. You really don't want to do it past 3 or 4 waves. This is why I would have not taken the sell here. Sorry I didn't explain that, but I quickly looked at it and said I wouldn't have, and without explaining. So now I'm just explaining it to you. So anyway, that's it for the pound. Let's take a look at the Swiss. The Swiss here, same thing, 3 o'clock here. The filter was black. There was no telling you not to do anything. If you did sell it, you sold it here, made a few pips, and that's it. Then it changed trend. And just like the euro, you didn't get into it until about up here somewhere, where you could have bought a couple dips. But you see, here is the first wave, second wave, third wave. See? This is the third pullback. It's the third wave. It's still safe to enter. But after you see, then you get 4 waves, then 5 waves. You see, then it goes the other way. You got to pay attention as to how many pullbacks or rallies back up into the trigger line. You have so many waves, they only last so long on most days. Unless it's a big, long, trending day where it's going to move 300 pips. Well, you could get probably 10 waves in that, but that doesn't happen very often. So like I said, you want to do it in the first 3 waves. Okay, let's now take a look at, excuse me, let's take a look at Forex UTurn. And it's looking very, very messy here. We got an M, a W, an M, a W, an M. It's just one big flip-flopping mess. It really is. Stay away from it. And same thing on here on the pound too. It's M, W, M, W, M. So You know, like I told you, when this happens, you want it to break out 300 to 500 pips. Then you look for a trade. Okay. You can only get, you know, suckered into this crap so many times before you got to stop. Otherwise, you'll kill your account. But anyway, that's what you need to do. Anyway, thanks for listening, and you all have a great, great day.